More and more AJ Dybantsa propaganda is coming out as he dominated the Team USA training camp last week and is set to be the face of the U19 Team USA team as they head to the World Cup. Cart, there's nothing I love more in college basketball than when Fran Fraschilla tries to create a visual for us, and that's what Fran did over the weekend. Here's a tweet from Fran Fraschilla. I am going to read it in full. Quote, I'll try to create a visual for BYU fans for what to expect from AJ Dybantsa after watching him all week at the under 19 Team USA practices. Best description is that if Kevin Garnett came back as a small forward with his intensity, athleticism, and his first team or team first style, excuse me, that's who the Cougars have. Kevin Garnett, small forward, intensity, athleticism, team first style coming to Provo this year. Do you like small forward Kevin Garnett as the comp for AJ Dybantsa?
You think AJ Dybantsa has ever told another player that his girl tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios? Because KG was the most out of line intensity guy of all. Like his intensity was borderline like hurtful to others, which I think made him one of the greatest, one of the great forwards that played in the NBA. It's interesting to say because it's interesting to hear that because I do think, and I'm not even sure if it's necessarily because of the timing or something like that. But one of the big takeaways from the U19 camps, I think like the Bansa flipped a switch from the narrative that I think some people hold to him that he's a little bit too cool for school at times. And I think he showed like competitive, I'm the best player here. I got us. I got USA, like follow me, I got us basically. And I don't know if that's necessarily how people always viewed him because he could have came to this and coasted and he probably makes the team and he probably still the best player. But I think even in this setting for him to assert himself and show that competitiveness, maybe that is where Fran is deciding to get on his Bob Ross and paint us a visual here.
Yeah, I mean, Bob Ross is funny. So we talked about this a little bit on Friday. I think it was with Dion, but it's awesome that the reports coming out of the Team USA camp are all about his competitiveness, and this falls right in line with it. He must have put on a clinic in these scrimmages for this to be the reports, right?
I mean, did you see some of have you been seeing the clips?
Yeah, but it like Michael Brown was also great, and I think Koa Pete was also great. Those were kind of the three big winners from this camp from all reports. But you're not hearing like Michael Brown, wow, the shot making was great. You're not hearing like Michael Brown's a killer who will win at all costs. And as you mentioned, that wasn't really the scout on AJ coming into this week, right? AJ's always been like the uber talented, goofy kid, whereas
Mm.
Cooper Flagg has been the I'll kill you competitor guy. And if there was an I'll kill you competitor guy in this class, I think it was supposed to be Cam Boozer. So this all felt like a new developmental shift for AJ, where he got to this Team USA camp this week and looked around and was like, huh, there's a lot of good players here. I should go destroy them. And to have that be the shift, and all of a sudden you're Kevin Garnett is very interesting to me. Follow-up question for you, as someone who has been a little bit flip-floppy on this in various videos, I think. If AJ Dybantsa is Kevin Garnett, small forward style, what's Darren Peterson for Darren Peterson to be ranked ahead of AJ Dybantsa in this class?
Uh, he's Booker.
I mean, Devin Booker's not rated over Kevin Garnett. Is Darren Peterson Kobe Bryant with more heart?
Well,
Like,
listen, for me, obviously like I've been like the Darren Peterson at times over AJ Dybantsa, and part of that was a little bit like up here a little bit like Dybantsa was a little bit like like I gotta make like oh no I creased my Kobe's, and I thought Peterson had a little bit more of a killer instinct. Um, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's because Darren Peterson didn't do mic'd ups, and maybe it's because Darren Peterson stepped on campus and referred to himself as Bucket Jones, where there's no Jones in his name. But if Devance is gonna flip that switch on a mental level and a competitive level, then you combine that with the skill, it's it's curtains for a lot of schools.
I'd like to go officially on record right now, clip this, put this in a folder, bookmark it, do whatever else you can. Put it on one of those like video frames. You ever seen those where you can put them on like a mount and it just plays a video on repeat? Play
Yeah,
this on repeat in your living room forever, Cart. I want this on record. The world falling for the guy who calls himself Bucket Jones and naming him a better player than AJ Dybantsa, who everyone, if you watch him for 5 minutes in person, everyone comes away being like, he's Garnett, he's LeBron, he's a freak, he's the alpha. But we're falling for the 6'5" shooting guard named Bucket who calls himself that, anoints himself that, who's going to play with Trey White this year.
PG.
It's going to go down as an all-time mistake.
Oh,
All-time mistake. And this is not meant as Darren Peterson slander. He might be the second best player in this class. I'm still a Cam Boozer guy. But let's stop on this. Let's stop.
while you're doing that, can I get in here quickly?
Go ahead.
Are we positive? Actually, clip this. Cole Pete is better than Cam Boozer.
I mean, that's just an unnecessary stray. Cole
Yeah,
Pete's really good, though.
I felt the need to lash out.
I really like Cole Pete.
So you're doing the same thing. You like Cole Pete, but Cam Boozer's better.
Cam Boozer is better than Cole, yeah.
Are you 1,000% sure about Cam Boozer? Like, it's no doubts about it.
I think he can't miss, yeah. Yes. He does everything.
Okay.
He does everything, quietly wins, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I think there's a video of me previously saying I would take Cam over AJ, and I am coming to terms with that.
Welcome.
But he's ahead of Darren Peterson, though. They both are. Like, why? Why? I need someone to give me one reason why Darren Peterson's rated ahead of AJ Dybantsa right now. Nobody off of this Team USA camp would be saying this.
I mean, look, Darren Peterson's one or two.
He's 2 or 3.
He's not three.
He might be 3.
He's better than Cameron Boozer.
Was Darren playing video games this week? What was he doing while everybody was at Team USA camp?
Team USA sponsor.
Was he working out with El Marco Jackson? Is that what he was doing?
Listen, my guy's blackballed from USA.
Yeah. Bill Self's first options have been awesome these last few years, haven't they?
Hey.
Not hey.
Hey.
This video is brought to you by NBA2K Lab.com. 2K Lab worked with us last summer as well. They're one of our favorite entities in all of sports gaming. We want to show you their college basketball stadium locator challenge game. And I'm going to share a screen right now as we do this. South Carolina, bang. Okay, that's pretty good. Next, North Carolina. Why are we only getting the Carolinas?
Please
Bang.
lock in.
St. John's, that's New York.
New York.
Bang.
Where's New Jersey?
We're on fire. Colorado. I actually don't know what state Colorado
is. It's in Colorado. There's a state of Colorado.
Is that this one?
It's to the right of Phoenix.
Anyway, you get the picture. This game's really fun. They've got more games as well, like Guess the NBA Player, Mystery Fantasy Draft, and more. Stay tuned for all of the college football content and games that they'll be putting together to help you get the best experience out of college football 26. Back to the video. I'm not done yet. We're going back on the AJ Dybantsa video. This is rare. This is rare that we do this, but we ended the recording and I'm coming back to it. Cart, if we're going to go there, if we're going to go the Fran route here, if we're going to call him like if Kevin Garnett was a small forward, can't we just say the comp is LeBron James?
Oh, man.
I mean, what's the difference? It feels cute if we're being like, he's like if Kevin Garnett was a totally different position that Kevin Garnett doesn't play. Like, why don't we just compare him to the small forward that's Kevin Garnett-y?
Is he better than Coop?
Dybantsa?
Yeah.
As a prospect?
He's a basketball player.
It's going to be hard.
Yeah. He painted a picture.
It's going to be harder. It's going to be hard to be better than what Cooper did at Duke in 1 year in college.
Mm-hmm.
He might be a better pro, maybe comfortably than Cooper.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Maybe. But like saying it versus doing it is the thing. Like Cooper got them to a Final Four, won multiple banners, was the National Player of the Year. I don't think that's the expectation for AJ right now.
That's
National Player of the Year?
he could be.
He could be, but that's not the expectation.
It's not the
So
expectation here, right? What was it the expectation for Coop?
after seeing him for like a week in college, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
But that might happen with AJ, to your point. But I'm just like I love Fran, don't get me wrong, and I love this comp. If we're really going there, if we're really going there, can't we just compare him to someone who actually plays his position that is a little LeBron Jamesy? Or am I tripping on that?
I think that's the type of player that should be in comparison to like that's the mold. Like that's what he should be like shooting for. So yeah, I don't think it's weird. What does Fran stand for?
What is your current AJ Dybantsa camp? Or comp, excuse me.
I'd kill to be in AJ Advance's camp. Um, what is my comp? I mean, just like a Uber athlete. So, uh, you're gonna hate this.
Who?
Who's his favorite player?
T Mac?
Who's he model his game after?
Oh, Kevin Durant?
No,
I thought he loved Durant.
podcaster.
Oh, no. He's Paul George?
Like peak Paul George?
Peak Paul George is where we're going with AJ?
Well, like I don't think he's Durant.
Was peak Paul George ever the best player in the league?
He's like a combination of players.
Wasn't peak Paul George like the ninth best player in the league at his best?
I actually think actually really didn't get a peak Paul George because he shattered his leg.
I think AJ Dybantsa is like if SGA was a small forward. See, it's so stupid to go cross position.
So is your comp LeBron?
If we're trying to find someone at the position, or I like T Mac too. I like T Mac.
I like T Mac, and we're just talking game wise. You lose me like with the like T Mac was like did T Mac ever make it out of the first round of the NBA playoffs?
It's a good comp.
Oh,
It's a good comp.
oh,
Look,
gross.
T Mac was also an alpha. I bet if you threw 18-year-old, 17-year-old T Mac in Team USA events, he was also killing people.
Probably.
Yeah. Gets harder when you get to the league a little bit. You're not going up against Merez Johnson and Daniel Jacobson anymore. You're going up against
Now those guys get thrown in slanderous talks.
those guys are great. Merez will have a long, comfortable overseas career.
Morez is probably mad. He didn't get compared to KG.
Think so?
Yeah.